are you?
I just turned on my internet and here you are. The first beautiful face that showed up.
Where are you from?
Actually, I'm in Sweden currently, but I'm from this country.
Oh,
I'm
oh
from this.
wow,
I'm
awesome.
from Jamaica, but I live in Sweden.
Wow, nice to meet you. I'm from New Zealand.
New Zealand. I was gonna say U.S.
Yeah.
because of all the rap.
No. Oh, wait, it's a US rapper chick. Excuse me, Alexa, turn down one. Alexa. Alexa's really bad at listening to me, but nah, she's cool. That I like that song. Shut up. That's
you know,
because no, Alexa, turn up one. We need to still have you here. Alexa, turn up one. Just like quiet, quiet.
you're
Alexa, I just bought Alexa and she's really stupid. Alexa, play. Alexa, turn down one. Fuck. Anyway,
say,
no, I'm definitely
there's a
nice
volume one. You don't have to say because I have the same thing. I don't want to say the name too loud because as soon as you do, it
She's gonna start listening. Yep.
yes, as it comes on.
I bought her like I bought her I bought her a week ago and I was telling her to talk to my dog and she just started barking at him and that was pretty funny. I was like, oh, I like this. But she's also annoying because she doesn't listen to me enough, you know?
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh, and you're called Bad Girl Burlius, is it?
Bag. Not bad. Bag.
Okay, a bag. Excuse me. Sorry for that. I should clean my glasses a little
No,
bit.
it's alright. That's alright.
Oh, now
Yeah,
I
it's
can
bad.
now I can hear the accent coming in.
Yeah, Bad Girl Jess is really cheesy, and everyone reads it as Bad Girl Jess. But my name is Bag Girl Jess because I like to raise awareness because I have an ileostomy and I lost my colon, my whole large bowel, and so I have a bag, and that's why my name is Bad Girl Jess.
Oh, I've seen a few people with that symptoms, and it's better to know that you've done something about it and you can still go on with your life. It's something you have
Yeah,
to deal with. But you know what? So what?
exactly.
It, it's just a
Yeah,
part of
and
life.
the thing, like, I'm older now, so when I was first told I had to have it, I was so upset and you think your life's over kind of thing. And I had it, for 2 years. I had it reversed. Then I became so sick that I nearly died, so I had to have it again. And then it was made permanent in 2020. They removed my whole bowel. And
Mhm.
so the way I look at it is if another young person, male or female, comes to me, like, or comes across me and knows that like life isn't over and it's okay and it's not gross and it's okay, and if I can help them, that's kind of why my thing, like on my page, my thing is pinned. I did an article and we got a medicine funded in New Zealand for us and all of this. So I just like to take away the stigma from it because people look at it as something that it isn't, I think, and I know that when I was faced with it, I was insanely upset, but it saved my life, and so yeah, that's why my name is my name. And
Bad
I
girl.
don't love handbags. I mean, like, a nice handbag's nice, but like that's materialistic bullshit. That's not what it's about,
That is not what life is about.
No.
Person like you, if I love your story, and I really can you tell her to turn off for a second? I want to hear you.
Alexa, turn down one. Just be quiet, background music. All right, is that better?
The reason why I'm saying that is I'm gonna repost this to my channel
Oh,
if it's okay with you, and
yeah, that's cool.
it brings awareness to what you have, and for others
Yeah.
to know that hey, it's okay if you have this. A lot.
Like, the thing I want people to know, your life isn't over. Like, I can still I can go swimming, I can do everything, but I'm also not like dying. You know what I mean? Like this, what I had, I've got severe Crohn's disease, and it had
Hmm.
completely destroyed my large bowel, and that's what they ended up removing it because I'm at a high risk for bowel cancer, right? And they couldn't see far enough in a colonoscopy because there was so much scarring that they couldn't get the scope up. So he said to me, I think it's time now, this is going to be permanent. And I'd had a temporary one, I'd had it reversed. I had it reversed for 2 years. I ended up, I after 2 years, I couldn't eat for 6 weeks. I was down to 50 something kilos. And when I went to hospital and woke up from the surgery, they told me that I wouldn't have survived another week. I woke up with a feeding tube in my neck, everything was shutting down. And so I had my second bag, and that second bag was still temporary, but it was so bad that, yeah, by 2020 they said no, it has to be permanent now. So I don't have the option now of not having it. They've removed that. And but if I can help, so I'm 38 now, and I'm it is what it is. You either accept me or you don't. I'm not going to let people judge me, but I would like younger people, if they ever or they're going through it and they come across me, hopefully they can see that it's okay and it's not gross, and it
No,
literally
it
will save your
isn't.
life.
It's
And
yeah.
you know
Like you said, you got a second chance of life. You could have just simply, you know.
So I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk. I had I couldn't do anything. I was in a fucking wheelchair when I went to hospital. I saw myself, and I'll never forget, in the rearview mirror of the car. I looked at my face, and it was grey, gaunt. I was just a shell of a person. And then when I woke up, and the anaesthetist said, we got to you in the nick of time because you wouldn't have survived another week because the proteins in my blood were so low. I wouldn't have been here anymore. So yeah, I don't know, I'd just like to think if someone, and it's not happened yet, but if someone does come across me, and then I ended up getting a medicine, right, in 2019, that wasn't funded in New Zealand, but
Hmm.
funded in like the majority of the world, but our government, Pharmac, the drug buying company, wouldn't fund it. I got it on compassionate grounds from the company in Australia, so I had it, and I was like, that's not fucking fair that I've got this and no one else does. So we went to Parliament. We had a 35,000 signature petition go to Parliament. I met with the Pharmac Review Committee, and I'm on the front page of that review, and she says it was a stoicism of the young woman who dragged herself out of her bed with her bag and came. And anyway, we got this drug approved for everyone in New Zealand like me. And so, because I felt it wasn't fair that, and we did that. And so I can die now knowing I did something for other people, like, yeah. So
Like I said,
that's that.
like,
And now anyone with Crohn's or ulcerative colitis in New Zealand can now get access to this medicine that they couldn't. And I had it, but I was the last person they gave it to on compassionate grounds. And I
right,
just thought that's so unfair. I get the chance. It was too
and
late for me. I still had
right,
to have it removed. But this has also kept me from having. I've had over 30 surgeries. And since I've had this medicine, I've only had like, what, 5 since? Like, it's really helped. And so I just thought I had to do all I could anyway to get it for other people, and we did.
wow.
And
Um,
I
I'm,
spoke at
I'm
Parliament.
very
I met
happy to
with
hear.
all the
I'm very happy to
different
hear you talk
parties.
about it.
Yeah.
So
Beg your
you know
pardon?
what? No, I want to hear more. This is a
I mean,
fascinating.
I don't want to like talk just about me, but yeah, I'm proud that I got this. Me and my specialist, my gastroenterologist, we did it. We got it. And I think that me meeting, so Pharmac is the drug buying company in New Zealand that approves medicines. They had a
Right.
whole review because the whole thing was fucked, right? We petitioned, we marched through Wellington to Parliament and had our signs and did everything. And then they did a review, and I went to a meeting with the review committee. And then now, if you, on that story of that I've put on my page, the front page of that Pharmac review, because it wasn't just our drugs, it was a lot of other ones, but she spoke about me on the
Right.
front page because I must have had an impact. and then the drug was funded for, you know, everyone else in my position. So yeah,
Listen, I appreciate you
thank you,
sharing.
Ava.
I appreciate you
Yeah,
sharing everything. And like I said, I am going to repost this back on my channel. And if it so happen, I'm working with companies that sponsors my channel. And if it so happen that we will use this and even boost it out to probably hundreds of thousands of people
yeah.
to see this.
No,
So,
that's yeah. Because the thing is, a lot of people, you can't tell by looking at someone that they have it. But if
no.
younger people or anyone really is faced with it, just know it's going to be okay, and your life isn't over. People still like you. People still will find you attractive. You think, oh my god, no one's going to want me. It's disgusting. All of this. It's not like that at all. And I think as adults, people are way more understanding. Like I've never met someone who's I was in a relationship for a very long time when this happened. And then leaving that, you think, oh my God, no one's gonna. That's not the case. If you're a good person, and you don't want people that are gonna judge you anyway in your life, so they can go away. Like, you
Those
know what I
people
mean?
you don't want around you. You don't if they can't accept you for
Exactly.
what you are and who you are, just walk away from them. You know they weren't supposed to be there anyway. Because you know what,
Yeah.
this is one thing I love about the
Thank you.
community. The one thing I love about the community of TikTok. Yes, there are very bad people out there too. But when you do come across
Yeah.
people that are genuine and like, if you look back, if you were to take a minute and go through some of the things on my site, you'll see.
I
I try
followed
to
you
bring
so
joy.
that I can go and look at your page. I've followed you now, so
Please,
I'll go and look at your page.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you will see this this chat we're having here posted back on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I want people to know more about you, you know, bad girl. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and sorry for bringing all that up, but when people say bad girl and then they sort of question, you know, oh,
no,
that's why. It's not about fucking Prada handbags. I couldn't give two shits. Like, that's material shit that I'm
no,
not. But people might think, oh, bad girl, she just loves bags. No. And also, I should
no.
probably change it. I made this name years ago when I did Twitch and
Mm.
YouTube, and I'm a woman. Like, it should be something like, I don't know, it should be a different name now. I'm not a girl, but you know, it just is what it is.
Li-
And you know, yeah. Like
you
I'm
know,
38. I'm not a child. Yeah.
listen, you leave it. I would suggest you leave it the way it is because, you know,
Yeah.
it brings a conversation. It brings a
Yeah, because people
conversation
do
too.
ask, and I
Yeah,
say, can you? I
right.
just say, go and look, and I pinned the video where I did a story for the Medicine Gap in New Zealand, where a well-known reporter was raising awareness about all different things going on here, different diseases, different things, and trying to get attention to it. And so that's my main story. And then in that story, it then says about the Pharmac review. I posted a screenshot of what they wrote, and then that we got the medicine funded. So when people ask me, I just say, oh, just look at my page, and it's the first thing on my page, you know. Hi, Unfazed. Hello. Yeah.
So if people want to reach out to you, or do you have like a donation page or something, or something that people donate to, or
No,
do you have like a charity or
no,
anything?
because no, the only charity I would say, because I don't need it, would be
Right.
like Crohn's and Colitis New Zealand or something. But even Crohn's and Colitis, the companies in each country, like, yeah, I wouldn't take money from people. I
Right,
don't,
right.
you know what I mean? So,
Right, that's fine.
but
That's
if
fine.
I were to be linked to anyone, it would be Crohn's and Colitis New Zealand.
Okay.
But I mean, this affects people all over the world. So you
Yeah.
just go to your local,
Yeah.
you know,
Well,
like Canada is one of the highest rates in the world for Crohn's disease. And I don't know why. And in New Zealand, Nelson, it's a little town down south. They have the highest. Well, they did a couple of years ago. I don't know now, but I think there's like 35,000 people in New Zealand living with it. I don't know, but there's all different degrees of it. So there's mild to severe. and I've got it on the severe end. So
Right. You
I've
just
had
so happen to pull
sepsis.
the
Like
right
I've been in
card.
hospital with sepsis, and yeah, pardon.
I said you so happen to pull the right card in order to get this.
Yeah,
But you
yeah,
know what?
yeah. Oh, dude.
It changed your perspective and it changed your life.
I think the main thing that it did for me was because I was an asshole teenager, and what it has taught me is my family, like they're everything. They're absolutely everything to me, and so it's made me appreciate them and life so much more. Is what it's done for me, and that's a positive, like they're everything to me. And
Family's everything, and support. And I
yeah,
listen, bad girl, Jess. When I saw the name, I just wanted to know what it's all about, and then I didn't
yeah.
even have to ask. You just simply explain. And one of the things I love to do is listen and talk. I was hoping that you didn't say let's play a game because I was not into that. I like I like to hear people's
Oh, yeah,
stories.
no.
I
Yeah,
love to
and
hear
everyone
people's stories.
automatically tries to battle, and I just like to meet people and learn, and like I'd like to learn about what do you do? You're in Sweden, but you're from Jamaica, so what are you doing?
Well, I have a consulting company, and that I
Okay.
I work with companies, and sometimes I do. There's a lot of people out there like to start their own little business and want to have a little bit more help. So
Yeah.
I do a little bit of side work to this on another channel through my team, but then you have to pay a certain
Yeah.
amount of fee in order to come on there for me to give them help. Not will help, but more like giving them guidelines and what to look for and stuff like that. So that's what I basically do.
Wow.
But I do work with
So,
companies and social media, actually.
ah, yeah. Yeah, well, social media is quite big as well, and especially for companies, it's a good way to. So
Yeah.
you're in Sweden, so you're not going to be affected by the ban, then, obviously.
What band? To the US?
I think, yeah, US is they're going to ban it, aren't they, in the next like month or something?
Oh, you mean
I
for,
don't think it'll actually happen. Like, I think that there'll be a
you
lot of
talk?
pushback.
Oh yeah, there will be a lot of push. You mean for certain type of immigrants coming in? You mean?
Oh no, TikTok I think is going to be banned in the
Oh yeah, oh
US.
yeah, yeah. But you see,
Yeah. Oh no,
I'm,
the
al-
immigrants, dude.
I'm also this.
I Yeah. But are you pro mass deportation?
Listen, no, I don't really talk
No.
politics on my channel. I don't agree with.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't have to, but
Yeah,
I highly
I
disagree
don't talk
with it.
politics, and I'm not
Yeah.
for any
Yeah.
of those things. Everybody have a fair share because my mother, when like I said, I was born in Jamaica. I grew up in the States. My mom got us
Okay.
there. My mom was an immigrant there, and we got to live in the States. So I believe everybody has an opportunity, should have an opportunity if they get the chance to wherever they choose to live.
Yep.
So I'm not no.
Yep.
That's just to
No,
be.
and that yeah.
I'm not for it. No, absolutely
And
not.
I
I
am
don't
on
think
the
it's
same
right. I don't
page
think
as
it's
you.
right.
I'm
I don't think it's
100%
right.
on the same page as you, and we don't have to go more deep, but I'm on the
Right.
same page as you. I think, yeah, it's wrong. But,
Somehow this
yeah.
the first chat I got was of someone really decent, somebody just really want to like express their thoughts in a good positive way and explain himself. And I think there seems to be a wonderful person and oops.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
sorry.
okay.
I was trying to decline someone. Yeah.
Okay.
All the requests, people trying to battle. Yeah, no. No, I really disagree with whatever the hell's coming in the next 4 years and the mass. I don't. But
It's gonna,
like you
it's
say,
gonna
we try to keep that off here.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mess. But they chose that mess. Let them deal with that mess.
The
Um,
majority, exactly. And so they're going to get what they voted for, and that's that.
exactly, and they're going to learn from their mistakes, but really don't.
Hopefully.
It's been hundreds of years and they're still
I
doing that the
truly,
same.
let's be real. I think those people who are like diehard MAGA are never going to change. And I just feel for all the other people who do give a shit who are going to be affected, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
All the immigrants, all the people, their families, it's just yucky. And I just personally, and you don't have to say anything because I know we don't want to get into politics, but I personally do not understand how a convicted 34 count felon has become the president, the most racist, sexist, misogynistic, and all the people he's getting in. I'm sorry, I'm not getting political, but also, what the fuck?
America chose what they chose. I didn't vote
They
for
did,
it.
and so
I didn't vote for it,
Yep.
and I'm like
No.
I said, I'm not gonna go deep into it, but
and it's on them. But
totally,
the sad thing is, it's also going to affect so many people who didn't vote for that.
okay.
You know?
One thing I can say, financially around the world, it's going to cost everybody.
That's
Everybody.
the problem, is that it affects the entire world.
In the entire
It
world.
affects the entire world, and those viewpoints and the openness of the racism and stuff that you're seeing now, where people were probably always like that, but they feel more emboldened to say what they say, and you see it every day, and it has a trickle-on effect because it's happening everywhere now, and I think it's only going to get worse, and it's sad and it's disgusting, and it pisses me off because there's nothing, especially in this little country, what the hell do you do, you know? And then in our country right now, I don't know if you've seen who we've got in government, but they're very right. Right and white, and trying to change.
If we go back into BC, all the way back, the time for everything, there are certain things every generation goes through, and that's where we are. Right, we're just going through a certain phase, and it changes after generation after generation. We just so happen to be alive at this particular moment to deal with it.
Yeah, that's true.
We just all have to learn. I try to like spread a little bit of joy and talk, just bring happiness or whatever to people. When I started out talking on my channel, I was like, I can take certain type of topics and talk about it, but then it become one side, my side, and then people answering to those questions. But then I said, no, that's not fair. I try to be very open and just let people talk and come with anything you choose to come with. And then I'll take it stage by stage. Sometimes the conversation gets cut short, sometimes the conversation goes long. But again, politics thing there, we can't change that. The only way we can change that is if we start start a different type of politics. And that takes generation. I've seen that it never works.
Yeah.
So the only way we can only change us. We can only change inside of us.
We can only do what we can that's right in our and do what we can, but we can't change an entire group of people that have fallen into a cult. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. So
the only thing I try to think is, like, maybe in the next 4 years they will maybe wake up a little and see that this isn't what you thought it was. But probably not. I mean, that's wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking, but there's a lot in this world has changed, and one of the one of the things that I've recognized that people have already, we've lived through 4 years of that person, and people are fully aware what's going to come behind that. Now, I usually say it's not about that person, it's the people that's behind that person that creates the problem. So we just have to now, as countries, learn to see how we're going to deal with ourselves in order to be able to
Yeah.
go forward. And then,
And yeah,
yeah,
I do think there will be a lot of countries as well who will distance themselves from
they won't.
that.
Because the US has too much influence across the board, across the world.
Mm,
So that's just how it is. That's how the world.
yeah.
The U.S. has too much influence in the
It's
world.
just, it's fucking disappointing. It's disappointing how, it's disappointing when I saw the signs of Women for Trump and what was it? I don't even want to say it on here because I don't want to get bananaed, but Blair for Trump. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You are literally the people that he is oppressing and going to make life. I don't understand what has made them. I don't. Nothing in my brain can understand what the fuck they're up to by supporting that.
Let me say, let me take it down the technology side. The technology, a lot of people didn't realize how the technology side made this happen. And a lot of people tried to look beyond that. They didn't really think that the technology side would have made a big difference, but it did. And that's what put him in power. Okay? And
100%. And having Musk.
yeah, and then having
Sorry.
having a person as Musk, technology-wise, can do a lot. And I'm not going to call out anybody here, but a lot was happening on that side that create this. But
Oh, we know. He's admitted it. Yeah.
yeah, so we just have to. I mean, we're going to have to. There's nothing we can do to change it anymore. We just have to learn to live with it, but it's going to be very expensive. This is going to affect our lives for the next 40 years or more. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
this is going to create. Some people wanted certain things and they got it now because of greed. But the effect of what's going to happen to other things is far greater than what that one person needed. But that one person just wanted to satisfy their needs, and they got that.
Yeah.
Without thinking about the consequence of others. And that's just what
You know what
it is.
what I've been like thinking, and I will mega things show up on my timeline, and I just comment, I hope you get everything you voted for, because what these people don't understand is the cost of everything that they're thinking is going to come down is not everything. The tariffs, they didn't understand tariffs. They are paying for that. How? What?
Listen, like I said, I've worked with products for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
I've imported
So you're
products.
right.
I do know what tariff means, and
Yeah.
and it's when people are not schooled are educated enough to understand what one and one can make two cost. This is the effect of what you will get.
Remember, he did say though that he loves the uneducated.
Wow. Wait, whoa.
He literally said he loves the uneducated.
Why?
So,
yeah. Like I said,
because
we're kind of going down that route, and I'm like,
yeah, let's not go there. But I feel like we're on the same page in that. We don't need, yeah, we don't need to go there.
I
That's cool.
don't. I try to stay
We
away
have the
from, but
same,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's
yeah.
that's the
But
type
like,
of people. I get it. I totally
yeah,
get it.
yeah.
You know,
And
I'm
I'm literally in little old New Zealand, but I also am aware and smart enough to understand that what happens in America affects the rest of us, even down here in New Zealand. It does. We have a government right now who is very right wing. Our Prime Minister says that abortion is murder. So imagine if he got all those things, even women who are like going to unalive because it's not viable and it's going to kill them. He literally said it's murder. And we have a very right wing who's now trying to change the Treaty of Waitangi, not the Prime Minister, but the like there's another party that, you know, we have a few parties that make up our government, and he's trying to change. And I don't know if you saw all the videos of the protests in New Zealand, of all the Māori people protesting through the streets because they're trying to rewrite the treaty. Like, the government we have now is... And so what I'm saying is what happens there definitely affects us, because people here are way more emboldened to say their racist rhetoric, to say what, like, and get away with it. And it's just sick, and I don't like it. And I'm aware I'm white, and I am privileged being a white chick. I am privileged. And so I haven't made posts on my TikTok, but when I'm on lives, I do speak about it because I know.
just remember.
And people don't give a fuck. People don't give a fuck what I say. But I'm born white, and I am privileged just because I am born that way. And I know that. And so if I can speak for people who aren't, I don't know, man.
Just remember one thing. Just remember one thing. This is going to get reposted.
I hope I haven't said anything offensive.
Well, I'm just letting you know that I am going to repost. You will be able to see every word we are saying back on my channel.
Wait, have I fucked up at all?
No, you're doing just fine.
Okay, good.
You're doing you know, I like when people being real, and like I said, I work with companies, and I've been talking with companies about some videos that when I talk to people like yourself, I boost them, and those conversations, like for instance this one, if I choose this one, it can literally reach hundreds of thousands of people. So I just hope I haven't said
anything wrong, because
I just want you to be aware. I just want you to be aware of that.
No, I'm aware. I just hope I haven't said anything wrong or offensive.
No,
I still don't know everything, but I do know the position I'm in, that I am privileged, and that I do have more of a voice than other people simply because of the colour of my skin. And so if I can stand up for people who don't have that privilege... And dude, I'm fucking sick. I've been very sick, but I still know that I am still more privileged in the healthcare I've received and everything, because luckily my parents paid for private health since I was a child, so I'm very privileged. I get it. I get it. And I know that the disparity in the healthcare system here, there is massive disparity, where they have a shorter lifespan. The Māori people, Pacifica, have a shorter lifespan to us. And I think that that's because they are treated differently. And whether it's a subconscious thing or something, but they are. And so in order for everybody to be raised up and equal, we have to help them be. And that's what's happening with our government now, is they're saying, no, everyone's the same. We've got to have equal rights for everybody. So they're taking away all the rights of them that was trying to bring them up to the same standard that we have, and give them the same opportunities. And now the government now is just pissing all over that and taking that away. I don't agree.
You know,
I don't know if I'm making much sense. Hey, excuse me, I've had a Canadian club, so I hope I'm making enough sense. But I have had a drink. right?
Like,
Just being transparent.
no problem. You have no problem with me on this channel. Um, Everything you're saying, like I said to you, will be reposted. Um, but I live in Sweden, like I said, and we have one of the, I believe, best healthcare systems there is. It's not 100% perfect, but there's, that if I say, oh, I got high blood pressure, I can take it back a little bit. Years ago, I had blood pressure at 220 high and 200 low. That was on the verge of a heart attack, and I didn't even know that. And I just got some pain in my chest. I went to the emergency room. I said, I got some pain in my chest. In less than 5 minutes, I was on a gurney in the hospital, lying there. They said, you're not going to move for 6 hours. And from there on, they took care of me. It took several years to get my blood pressure back to normal. But the fact that we have such good healthcare system, they were able to basically do something that we have gotten in the U.S. And people don't understand.
What's happening here? Our healthcare system is kind of like fucked. They're taking away so much funding for it as well. People are unaliving in hospital because they're not getting the care they need. They're laying off so many people, our healthcare system, and it seems like this government is trying to make it so that it's all privatized healthcare, whereas we've always had public healthcare. You pay for it through your taxes and you get healthcare, but it's so bad now. We don't pay our nurses enough, so they're leaving and going to Australia where they're going to get better pay, better conditions. Our system here is failing and people are feeling the consequences of that. And I'm telling you, I've been in emergency. I've had sepsis 2 or 3 times. I think it's 3 times. And I went in there and they didn't listen. And I couldn't speak because my temperature was 42 degrees. I don't know if you know what that is, but in Celsius, 42 degrees. So my mum was speaking for me and she said, no, we need to hear from her. And I literally couldn't talk, like I was on the verge of delirium. She took my temperature, saw, oh, whoa. And then I was in there for sepsis. Then they put a COVID, I'm on immunosuppressants, right? So I inject myself every 8 weeks for my Crohn's. This was back when COVID was bad. They literally put a dude with COVID in a bed next to me and had a warning on his door on his curtain about COVID, and left me there while I've got sepsis and on immunosuppressants. And I was like terrified. They moved me because I told them, like, dude, I can't be near this person. But everything's changed. It's bad. It's bad. Do you know that I got COVID last month for the first time ever? And I always thought I would not survive because I am on immunosuppressants, and when something bad happens to me, it's bad. And I got it bad, but I'm still here now, and it's gone.
You're despite all the challenges your body's going through, your immune system is still strong enough to get you past the COVID. And thanks to the medicines that we have out there, it was able to.
Yeah, because when I got it, I was given antivirals because of the immunosuppressants I'm on. They gave me the antivirals straight away, so I had them. And it was about 2.5 to 3 weeks I spent in bed. I was really sick. But I'm just glad I'm still here because I was so scared.
Count your blessings.
I think if it was Delta way back in the beginning, I wouldn't have been here, but I was really careful, and people would hassle me for wearing my mask or whatever, but because I look healthy and normal on the outside, but people don't know that.
I don't know what's going on the inside. And like I said,
my intestines were like killing me. Like
the people that needs to know are the people you should worry about. Everybody else, don't worry about it, because if you think about what everybody wants, what does bad girl Jess wants. It's about you. It's not about them. It's all about you. So
Yeah.
like I said,
No, and I did learn that over the last 4 or 5 years. I learned that, you know, I had to just protect myself. And if you're going to say something or hassle me, like my sister as well was on immunosuppressants, and a woman, it happened twice, made comments to her because she was wearing a mask. And it's like, how does it affect you? She's just keeping herself safe, you know?
like I said, stop. We do this too often as a human being. We worry about what the other people are thinking instead of worry about yourself. That's all you need to do.
Oh,
Worry about you.
I know that I do. I worry too much about what other people think. And the thing is, I'm
I know.
38, man. I'm almost a 40-year-old woman. I should be over this by now, right? Fuck.
Just put it
Think
to the
what you want.
side.
I'm me, you know? Like, fuck.
Anyway, Jess, it was fantastic talking with you. I hope to see you
You
again.
too. Lovely to meet you.
Same here. Like I said, I will repost this and hope just
Okay.
have a great evening and enjoy.
You too, and have a lovely Christmas if you celebrate that.
You too. Have a great day.
All right. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Cheers.